Why, hello there everyone, I'm Laxow, aka the Kumo Sensei. Minasan, konbanwa, and good evening everyone. And this video is a bit late, but I've been busy because I've been trying to get my job back, and I think I got it back, but I'm still waiting for an email, so let us pray that something works out. But today is pretty much a straightforward day. We're feeding our curly haired tarantulas, and these are pretty much the most common tarantula as of now in the hobby, and I'm pretty sure everyone has one, and if not, then I do recommend this species as a great beginner tarantula. So let me explain a bit about my females here. So all of these ladies that you're seeing in this video, they were hatched out in 2019, and I've raised these from a sling up, and I still do have their mom, but their mom is not on this video. But anyhow though, these are mature subadults / adult females. And I don't plan on breeding any one of these females because this tarantula species is very saturated and extremely affordable in the hobby. And because of that, I don't really recommend breeding this species if you're trying to enter into the market. But if you're breeding the species for like a beginner tarantula breeding project or something, then I guess you could give it a go. But if somebody asks me which one I'll choose between the curly hairs or the common pink-toe tarantulas, I'll probably choose the pink-toe tarantulas. So these females here are more so of my pets-only tarantulas, so I keep these more as pets rather than breeders. And I have to say, I don't feed these females too often because tarantulas have extremely slow metabolisms, and when it comes to these females, I really only feed them about once a month, sometimes once every 2 months. And I also want to address this because this is becoming quite repetitive, but bear with me everyone. So I still get emails and questions regarding about people's tarantulas not eating, such as, Laxow, my tarantula is not eating. It's been about a couple of weeks to a few weeks. What do I do? And I've always stated this, and I'll say this again. If your tarantula has a decent sized abdomen, then it really shouldn't be an issue for the most part. And I hope that answers the question again this time around, and I apologize if you have to hear this over and over again, because this is the most common question I get asked on my emails, and at times I wish I could put it as spam, but I can't. And while I do not mind answering questions from you viewers, at the same time, what it tells me is that a lot of you are not watching my videos all the way, or they're not watching it to the point where I answer those questions. But if anything, please refrain from asking the same questions over and over and over again. But overall though, I find it very interesting when people send me messages or questions to my email. My business email is linked down below. Is literally Laxow with the word switched around with the numbers 27 added to it. It's pretty interesting how I came up with it. But let us not talk about randomizers. So coming back into the questions and whatnot. So the purpose of my business email was for one of two things. One is for business inquiries, or two, trying to reach out as a future inspiring tarantula breeder and asking those specific questions. But people just literally send me emails saying just hi, what's up, and whatnot. I would appreciate it if people just get straight to the point on what they want or what they're trying to do, because if you're trying to reach out as a business partner, or if you're trying to network and all you're saying is just hi, it really doesn't incentivize that point coming across to me, because the way I'll see it is just a random stranger just saying hi. But if you say hi, you introduce who you are, your future goals, what you're working with. If you're more specific like that, then it really gives me a better chance of me reaching out back to you instead of just simply replying hi or what's up. It's kind of strange to say this, but at first I literally thought it was just a bunch of kids trying to send these emails, but it actually turns out these emails are coming from adults. So it's really just a big head scratcher. But hey, that is what my email is for. Is for open questions, and I've always stated this, and I'll state this again. If you're an aspiring tarantula breeder and you're new to this type of stuff, it is better to say something stupid than to do something stupid, especially when it comes to breeding tarantulas. You don't want your males getting eaten, you don't want things going wrong, so if you have questions, it's better to ask those questions than to suffer through those consequences if you didn't ask those questions. But I have to say, my email has been used in very interesting ways other than just questions, because oh boy, where do I begin? Because other than questions, I get a bunch of stories that people send me. Some of them are interesting, some of them are pretty fun, and then I get a bunch of personal things, some scams in a way, because some people are trying to guilt me into giving out free tarantulas to them. And then there are some people that are stating that, hey, I think I'll be worthy of something. Please give out these tarantulas to me for free, and I promise you I'll give some back. That's literally a scam, by the way, but I'm not going to answer or give into that. I really just want to address this because I don't want to say my email is abused, but it is used in more ways than I would expect. I know it's February as of the posting of this video, but I don't really need questions asking about if I'm single, what is my ethnicities, what are my languages, etc, because that's really personal and very creepy if you think about it. So please pertain the emails through just questions about tarantulas and nothing else. It can be nice stories, etc, but please just keep it about tarantulas on the topic. And I'm addressing this now because I don't want my email to be used in a way to where people are trying to have personal relationships or people addressing their personal lives onto the matter for my email. So I have been trying to keep this on the low for a while now, but I have to address this now because, you know, of what I'm telling you guys about it becoming a bit too personal on somebody's end. So please understand. And thank you for your cooperation. And don't worry, I don't bite. If you have a question retaining to tarantulas, by all means, feel free to talk about it. Okay, that was a lot off my chest. But anyhow though, let us continue. So last week, my last mature male, curly hair tarantula passed, and he was essentially the last brother to all of these sisters that you're seeing. So to see him pass was a bit sad, but he was mature for 2 years before he passed on, so he lived for a good while. So now there's only the females left, and my goal is to not breed these females, but more so of trying to get these females to live as long as possible. So let's all hope for the best and let us see how long these girls will live. But of all the tarantulas I have in my collection, I'd say the longest living one will probably be my Tliltocatl, my 6 turning 7-year-old female in my collection that's only about a little under 3 inches. And I think she will be the longest living tarantula in my collection in the future. But anyhow though, I think I'll call this a video for today. So, as the typical, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I upload every single Tuesday and Friday here on the channel, so please feel free to do so and stick around. And also support me on my social medias such as my IG and Patreon. And with that, stay lax and Laxow out from the Kumo Sensei.